Good morning everyone, this is Kosala, also known as Marventus, bringing you yet another video from the world of Rift. Now you've seen my last couple of videos. There were some early intro videos to getting into the game and just getting acquainted with it and seeing your first impressions. And it was done on the Defiant race, which is still my main race, and my main toon really is a Chloromancer on the Defiant side, which incidentally is an epically fantastic healing class, which I think is absolutely fun to play. Now in general I like to play either healers or tanks, so in giving you the Guardians, the other race that you have to play is the Guardians. Here we're going to take a look at the game from the Guardians starting perspective and actually play through for about 35-45 minutes. Let's see how it goes. And do it in real time, and I'm gonna pick a Guardian tanking class, a rather novel tanking class I'm told, although I haven't tried it. I'm going to play the Justicar class, which is a combat healer tank that heals while tanking, which should make for interesting fun in games. But here we are, just started. The backstory here, by the way, is that the world has come to an end, you have died, and then you are ascended, or reborn if you will. Ascended if you are Defiant, and then pretty much resurrected if you are a Guardian, to be given a second chance to become a hero of the world. It's exciting, epic stuff, as indeed epic high fantasy should be. So here we are. This is the guy who resurrected you in the beginning. Not guy, rather girl. A saucy angel type, as you can see, about to get our first quest, denoted by the big ass glowing exclamation mark at the top. So let's see what she has to say.
You were meant to be
Chosen! Yes, we were meant to be, we were chosen, and all other kinds of fascinating stuff. Gods of Vigil. Here's another nice thing about the questing, by the way. They have the RP version of it, and then they have the quick summary version of it if you just want to skip the backstory and go straight to the nitty-gritty of it. Speak with the Sanctuary Warden near the portal and choose your soul. Yes, we shall indeed. We are the salvation. Oh yes. Oh yes. This game is very good for your ego. And as you are the salvation, you are the hero, you are the this and the that. Oh my goodness. It is very epic. What is this? It is a glowing book, I say. It is a glowing book. What do heroes do with glowing books? We click on them, we read them, and then we collect them. A rather nice little element regarding this particular game is you can actually collect pretty much everything. So if you go into your character tab and look at these sub-tabs you have in here, you can collect companions, books, mounts, artifacts, all kinds of shit. It's really pretty cool. Let's see, Prophecy of the Ascended, we read this. Actually, did we not manage to collect this? Oh, this is actually not a collectible. Well, there you go. Another nice thing about this game is that absolutely everything gives you XP pretty much, except for maybe gathering professions. So it's really rather nicely designed. I mean, you can pretty much in a great big hurry and to your utter amazement suddenly level up, and you have absolutely no idea how that happened. Ah, here we go. Collecting a journal. Move item into collections, yes please. Let's go into collections over here, books, and there it is. The Journal of Seraph Mathos. There we are. For us RP friendly individuals, you can spend all the time in the world reading all that if you really want to. Which of course we're not going to do. Now let's take a look over here. We have Mr. Mathos over here. And that is one big dude. I mean, I'm tall for an elf when I created this character, and this is just one massive mother of a dude. I mean, Jesus. Okay. What's going on down here? All kinds of badassness. I apologize for that cough just then. I shouldn't be coughing throughout this, but I am sort of recovering from another bout of illness, unfortunately. And I've been going without this entire week without making any videos in order to recover a bit before I did this, because I didn't want to be coughing throughout the entire thing. I imagine you probably wouldn't have enjoyed that. But I should be reasonably recovered, and we should be able to do this reasonably well during the course of this video. And when I say we, I mean me and you, of course. You the viewer. And here we are, the Sanctuary Warden. Let us see if we can find my Justicar soul. And there it is, the Justicar soul. Justicars are healing clerics who excel at fighting shoulder to shoulder with their allies. Okay, that does look somewhat tank-like to me. What else do we have? Wardens. A healer there as well. Of course they're all healers because of course we're clerics. Inquisitors, offensive clerics, sentinels, druids, powerful offensive melee combatant, a Kabbalist, offensive cleric. I will go with the Justicar. The Justicar has been selected. We have received our soul. And our next quest, Feign Duran, outside the sanctuary. Fine, we shall certainly do that, but before we do that, let us take a look at our soul tree. We have received our first soul, that of the Justicar. Da-da-da-da. Am I mistaken? I am actually mistaken, because I was gonna say da-da-da-da there, but for absolutely no reason, because I can't get up my soul window just yet. I am too low level. Let's see what we got here. We have Strike of Judgment. A punishing strike that deals weapon damage. What do we have here? We have Salvation. It infuses the cleric's weapon with healing light, causing damaging abilities 40% chance of healing the cleric. Awesome. Justicar abilities heal for 10% damage done. This lasts for 1 hour. This is a buff, okay? This little icon right here on the left locks and unlocks your toolbar. Absolutely epically genial concept. I like having my buffs over here. What do we have over here? Angelic Flight. This is a flying thing. Let's put him over there. And then let's also keybind that. So if you go to your escape menu, key bindings, and then if you just hover over a key and then click, in my case I'm going to mouse left click, it binds it and you hit OK, and that's that. Very nice, very simple system, really well designed. That's the way it should be. Alright then, enough with the introductions, I tell you. Let us get on to heroics. Now, do we have something more appropriate for us? We do. We have a sword and shield situation thing going. There it is. Now we're looking slightly more Justicar-like. Let's go talk to some quest givers. And here we have it. A blue arrow twiddly thing. Actually, it's a check mark. It's not an arrow at all. I'm confused. Confused, I tell you. Ascended allies. Ascension has removed my sight. Really wonderful. Okay, so it's a blind hot chick. You notice that all the women classes in this game are absolutely epically hot, which indeed they should be, and in general more intriguing to look at, but the guys are actually not terribly badly done either. They've got sort of nice little lanky hero style to them. Avenging Hand. Kill Ashen Defilers. Very well. We've gotten a quest, we've gotten it on the minimap. Now let's take a look at the minimap, which is a very good guide things. It shows you exactly where you need to go to selected quests. And if you hit the L key and get your quest log up, you can just mark or unmark them from the map by clicking on the button over there on the right, and your quest objectives will show up on the map, as indeed they should. It makes for some easy, relaxed and fun questing. So, let's go kill some shit. What are we killing, by the way? Are these the guys? Are they? Right click a hostile target to attack, it says. Let's see what our Angelic Flight looks like. Ooh, lovely. That should help with movement while we wait to get our mount. Okay, Angelic Defiler, let's kill it. Okay, no real problems there, but you do need to pay attention. You'll notice that it actually did some damage to me there. So if you're not paying attention, you will actually get hurt. The mobs are reasonably quite nasty, actually. They are reasonably nasty. So you do need to pay attention, and I think we can buff one of our weapons here, can we not? Infuses the cleric's weapon. Let's see, character. We'll click on that. It automatically infuses the weapon. Don't even need to click on the weapon. Sounds good, sounds good. Let's rock and roll. What do we have here? We've got something lying around here. Now you notice that these mobs are yellow, so they do not automatically attack you until you attack them. Once you get out of the early starting area, that changes completely, and they start becoming red mobs, at which point they will attack you the moment they get in range. Ooh. There we go. I'm giving myself some healing while I am nuking stuff. Excellent. That's another one down. And here we go again. He had some loot even. Lovely. Getting a little bit closer so we can see some action here. Now the graphics in this particular case, I'm running this off my laptop. and I've set it to medium level graphics. So as you can see, the game world is looking fantastic. The graphics in the game in general are absolutely top notch, and they have a certain upgraded cartoony feel to it. But actually I think that's quite nice, because I think that the uber realistic graphics of games like Age of Conan are frankly more of a chore on the eyes than an assistance. And they get you tired of playing the game pretty quickly. And when the game looks like this, colorful and bright, you can play for hours and hours and hours and it's not a problem. Which I presume of course was the plan. So here we go, let's take out a few more of these. What do we need? We need 2 more of those. Well, so far my Justicar is having no trouble taking things down or staying alive, which is good. I'm not a massive fan of melee classes outside of tanking classes, really. Always been a healing class favored individual myself. There it is, that's that quest done. Let's go collect. Now you can see on the minimap over here as well, everything is marked for you. You can easily find out where you need to go. Little time is wasted in being confused, which is good, I think, actually, early on in the game.
Wisdom and life.
Wisdom and life. And we have leveled up. Excellent. We've also gotten some potions. Let's stick that there so we can survive if we need to. Steel Reckoning. Okay, we are now collecting imbued swords. And another quest just popped up here as well.
Ah, good to see you.
Kill corrupted knights. And then we can get our second ascended soul. Good. Now, as you probably figured out by now, you can have 3 souls at one time. I'll show you how that works once we get our second one. Which should be pretty... And there we are. We have now able to see our soul tree. Let's close this tutorial. You have 3 slots, and you can actually have up to 5 roles. I think it's 5, could be less. I think it's 5 roles. The roles collect over here. Each role can have 3 different souls attached to them, and you can mix and match those skills any way you want using talents. So you can actually use talents from all 3 of these souls. So in each of your roles you want to make sure that you're actually using a complementary set of souls, which can take some experimenting, and is not necessarily a good idea to use the souls that are recommended by the game, because they will recommend which ones go with what, but it really depends on what kind of play style you have. For example, on my main character, my Chloromancer, I actually do not use the standard trio of souls that are recommended around Chloromancers. I've put together my own pairing, which works better for me. But we'll get to that in just a second. Let's see what we've got here. Now, the more points you add up here in the top, the more items open up here. As you can see, we covered that in a previous video. So let's take a look at what we've got here. We have 2 points to spend. So we've got melee attack ability, additional 1% damage, and the armor is increased by 3. Now, armor, of course, very important because we are going to be a tanking character. Melee damage also important for threat, so let's get 1 in each for now. I will save and exit. And then let's see where we need to go for our next batch of quests. We are heading in this direction. Okay, let's see. Now my FPS is dropped to 15-20 here from time to time. That is because I'm frapsing at the same time. But when the video is recorded, it will be recorded by pushing it up to 30 FPS anyway. So you should be good to go, more or less, when you are viewing it. But there might be a little hackiness every now and then that pops up. Let's see what we got here. Something is glowing. Aha, here we are. Swords. We need to collect those. Imbued swords. That is a corrupted knight. Where did he go? I'm trying to kill him and yet he is running away from me. This is not going to help at all. Oh, yoy. Stop running, for the love of God. I'm trying to kill you. Thank you. That's more like it. What the hell? Ah, we finally got him. No, we didn't. Stand still, man. There it is. There it is. We've got him. He's finally attacking us now. Everything is well, as it should be. What do we got here? Oh, we got a new thing as well. Fills the cleric with righteous fervor, causing the cleric's life-based damaging abilities to grant them a conviction for 30 seconds. Lasts 1 hour. It is yet another buff. So, let us unhook the toolbar. Back up there. Flop that back, and let's get ourselves that buff as well. Excellent. I'm a big fan of passive buffs. Whoa. He just attacked me for the hell of it. What am I gathering here? Conviction. I wonder what conviction is. Whoa, civilian died there. We can't have that now, can we? Let's get that sword out of the civilian. Well, for the love of God. There it is. We struck him finally. Okay, that flight actually came in quite handy to close some distance there. Too bad that the... oh, actually, no, I was gonna say the cooldown is quite long, but it isn't at all. That's good news. So that racial is actually gonna come in pretty handy. Aha! Look at that. That worked out perfectly. Well, so far I have to say that my Justicar is having absolutely no trouble whatsoever holding his own against these guys. At some point, probably gonna have to pull 2 or 3 and see how we do. Aha, there's one conveniently standing about over there. Let's get that one as well. Okay, so we've got 2 more knights to kill. Join us in death, he says. I think not. I think not, my friends. That is, I will join me in life and you will die. Right, that's right. Right, and those of you who are wondering where the hell I got that line from, that is a variation of a Star Trek line joke that I saw in a, what should we call it, in a Star Trek parody, really, where, you know, Spock's official line is live long and prosper. And in this particular comedy, it was immediately retorted as you live long, I will prosper. Right, and there you have it. Alright, corrupted knight, die for the love of God, die. There it is, he's dead. Okay, now where are we going? Now once again, minimap showing you exactly where you need to go, little pointy arrow over there. If you fire up the full map, it shows you where you need to go as well to hand in your quests. So no need to be confused here, let us head out. Let's make this a little bit speedier and fly there. And we have discovered Ardenburg. Ardenburg, well, that is one big bitch right over there. What the hell is this? She's just incredibly enormous. Incredibly enormous. But let us hand in our quest there anyway. And here we go. It is time to pick the second soul. Now then, what shall we pick? We've got Wardens, which are healers upon the soothing power of water. Sentinels, healer who brings the blessings of light and healing, capable of healing large groups. Inquisitors, offensive clerics, specializing in ministering pain. Kabbalists, offensive cleric, draws on what others fear. Powerful offensive melee combatant. Purifier. Healing specialists. Shamans. Offensive cleric who serves as a conduit for the elemental forces. This power augments the shamans every attack, making them powerful melee combatants as well as shielding them from harm. That sounds like a tanking thing made to spec. So let's grab the chamois as our next soul. We'll take a poke at that in a moment. So we've got our next quest there. And we seem to be able to hand in something here as well.
Learn from the vigil.
Did I actually pick a unit there? Whoa, we've leveled up again. Excellent. Now every 3 levels you get 2 points to disperse on the talent tree. I'll show you that in a second. Let's grab this as well. Now then, do we have any other quests to grab? No, I think we should be good for now. Okay, let's get that talent tree up. We have now got our Justicar soul, and we have the newly acquired Shaman soul, and we've got 2 extra points to spend. Now the moment we got the soul, we got these 3 base ones. So let's see what we got here. Faith in action. Passive, increases the cleric attack power by their spell power. Fantastic. And their physical crit by their spell crit. Very interesting. Vengeance of Winter Storm. Calls upon the fury of the Winter Storm, causing all of the cleric's melee attacks and abilities to deal an additional 2 water damage. Lasts 1 hour. Okay, so that's a vengeance. And what are these? These are just standard buffs. They don't seem to have a name, so they're not a vengeance. I might be able to have them in conjunction with those. That's epic. Crushing Blow, a mighty blow that deals weapon damage plus 5 to 7, and that's an instant attack. Fantastic. You'll notice here that actually I'll show you the toolbars in a second. What do we got up here? Reduces damage you receive by 1%. Excellent. Increases physical damage by 1% and increases your melee critical hit chance by 1%. Wonderful. Okay, let's do reduces damage you receive by 1% is a nice one, and then increases physical damage by 1%, also a nice one. Ooh, and we got another one here, freeing up Courage of the Jaguar. Invokes the bestial essence of the Jaguar, increasing dexterity of the entire group by 5. Can only maintain one courage spell at a time. Okay, let's save and exit. Okay, let's turn this into a more intelligent method of keeping track of things. So we have our group-based things up here, and then we've got our self-buffs over here. And what do we got here? This is salvation. We got that up. We got this up. Can we get this up too? Aha! Excellent. We can buff ourselves to infinity and beyond. Excellent. Invokes the bestial action. Can one courage... okay. Can this be maintained indefinitely? Ah, it can be maintained until dispelled. Brilliant. Brilliant, I say. Let's lock the toolbar. Fantastic. Now let's see if all of these fascinating buffs and abilities made a difference. Tra-la-la. Where are we headed? Let's get the minimap up. Oh, we're already in the area. What are we reading? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's take a look at what we're doing here. Unholy Shackles. Summary. Borin Gamels wants you to destroy Morbid Infusers, and then wants to collect Sanctified Spheres. Okay, Morbid Infusers and Sanctified Spheres. Very well. Let's go find some of those. Oop, General Goods. Let's see if we can sell some stuff here.
Looking for
And what do we got here? Have a two-handed hammer. Interesting. Okay, let's sell the stain rags. We have a bag. That's wonderful. Bag is very important. This is another one of these things where you basically run out of bag space all the time. Oops, we have got ourselves our first green item.
Always a
What is
pleasure.
this? Question mark that tells us what? Video settings. It's telling me my computer could benefit from reducing my video settings. Well, yes, that's because I'm frapsing at the same time. Okay, let's wear that, and then let's sell the old hammer, which is kind of useless, and then let's also sell the Ascension... Hold on. Sell. And then the Archaic Mace. We don't need candle stubs. Now then, this is tricky. Do we actually want to have a two-handed weapon instead of a shield? And no, we don't. Okay, let's lose that. Great, we made a little bit of money there.
Until next
Now in the early stages of the game, I would recommend saving as much money as possible, because you're going to need 2 platinum and 50 gold in order to get your first mount. It is useful to have that mount, so you'll probably get it by the time you are around about level 15 if everything goes well. So, which actually happens quite quickly. I mean, you level up pretty well in this game, so it's not a chore. You'll get there. But generally, there's nothing that you might want to spend money on anyway, other than bag space, and you will get bags on your own. So, just questing, so you don't really need to do it. You don't really need to buy it yourself. So I would recommend hoarding the money. The early level mounts, even the low level mounts, are frankly extremely cool and well worth saving money to buy. And they're useful to have because they allow you to quest faster by moving around a little bit faster than you would on your feet. Even with the racials that allow you to move quickly on your feet. This is interesting. These mobs are doing some serious amounts of damage. And even with my buffed abilities, it is not entirely a given that I would win these things if I wasn't paying attention. So you need to make sure you're doing your button mashing well, basically. Look, he's actually going fairly toe-to-toe with me, blow by blow. Had it not been for my special abilities, there would be a fairly good chance that he'd be killing me here. And here's another one of those machines. Let's poke at that. What else do we have to kill here? Here we go. So far the Justicar is turning out to be mildly interesting because he's actually being able to pummel quite a few buttons in order to make things happen. So it's not a straight out one button mashing exercise or even a straight run at anything in sight and melee the crap out of it. You do actually need to pay attention, which is really quite excellent. What is this? Got a book out of nowhere. Yeah, let's move that into collections as well. Okay, here we got another thing to kill. Let's fly over there. I wonder if this instant cast is actually a pulling mechanism. I think it might be. Why is he dodging everything? Dodge, miss, dodge, miss. Interesting. Getting a little bit close here. Am I gonna die? No. No. Didn't die, but came close there. Quickly restore health by drinking. Oh yes, we forgot to buy this drink right here. I was gonna say we forgot to buy it, but it's actually right there, so there we go. And are we done? Nope, we need to kill 3 more of these. I'm sure we'll find some around here anywhere. And there we go. Okay, this one's going a little bit better. The overall atmosphere of the game is really quite excellent. I mean, the ambience is fantastic. And you get a feeling that you're in a world where stuff is happening all the time and all is not well. Which is really quite excellent. I mean, I've been playing the game now for a week or two across a variety of characters to trial it out, and I am actually quite impressed and absolutely see myself sticking with this for an extended period. It has the same allure that World of Warcraft had in the fact that it is an easy to grasp, easy to play game that gives you rewards in a very nice way. And it is extremely well designed, and it is absolutely hands down the most stable starting MMO experience you can imagine. I've had absolutely no problems whatsoever. Nothing went wrong. In fact, nothing happened of any kind other than good fun and games. So really quite impressed with how they did this.
The path of the vigil.
What do we got here? Wants you to pray at the altar of Tavril. Okay, we can certainly do that. We are after all Justicars. Holy dudes, if you will. We will pick the healing potion. Okay, let's go engage in some serious prayer here. Now where is this altar? Ooh, it got dark out here all of a sudden. Whoa, that's some nice sky happening over there. Stuff raining down. The tides of darkness, if you will. The ebb of war. Yes, yes indeed. Tides and ebbs. And here we are. An altar. Let's pray at that. The death-bound thrall has shown up. It was a snappy prayer there. Hardly got a word out and we were all done. And there it is. Whoa, is there something else here? Pray at the altar of Tavril, it says. Ah, I was not done praying. There we go. Use the elven dagger on deathbound thralls. Now here's a nice mechanic for questing, which I wish World of Warcraft would implement, or wished when I played it. You can actually activate the quest items from the snappy quest thing right there. So you actually clicked on the icon here by the quest text, and that was all that was needed, which is exactly the way you want to do it now, isn't it? Check it out. Here we go. Clicking again, and voila. Let's try that again. So no need to open bags, no need to put things on hotkeys. It just works very, very quickly and smoothly, as indeed it should. Let's just get 3 more of these sorted. The spirit of Tavril is doing his thing. And there's that one. And let's see if we can do one more here. Whoops, he died before we got to it. Because we have a dude over here going completely nuts. And there we go. That's that sorted. Let's do some flying again. Yeah, it's actually quite handy to do the wing thingy. I think we got a new suit of armor on this particular quest. That'll be nice. You can also dye your armor in this game, so you can get your armor to look like whatever the hell you want it to look like, which is really quite cool.
The dragons turn us towards conflict.
The vigil brings harmony. Excellent.
Shows us the truth.
Now then, we have another quest appearing here. Spree with Brother Jebia.
Is our fate.
And this will take us to the next quest hub. Before we do that, let's don our new armor. Take a look at what we look like. There we go. Let's just move into some open space here and take a little look. Aha! Aha! Shiny. Shiny, I say. We are looking shiny. Yeah, they've done a good job with the itemization, I have to say. It looks very timely to the actual game's time period, and the color choices are excellent. They have a very, very good feel to it, and the graphics engine is nice. Look at the way the sun sparkles off that suit of armor. That's excellent stuff. Looking forward to it. Now I'm going to stop here at this point and bring you the rest of this continuation in a little bit later. Once I've turned this video into an uploadable state and plopped it on YouTube. So more to come, boys and girls, while we level up Marventus, the Justicar. Yes, indeed. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, dislike, comment, and do that other good YouTube stuff that you do, because it really, really helps in searches and whatnot else, and it also tells me what kind of stuff you guys like to see. So until next time, have a lovely weekend.